Epi and Chef Aris are back with another recipe and video, and we have collaborated with the Green Valley Pecan store, and we wanted to highlight the pecan. It is right here. They're our neighbor, and it is a local and healthy, beautiful ingredient that we wanted to highlight in our recipes today. So I'm going to be doing a pecan bar, and like a take on a pecan pie with a crust and everything. And Chef is going to be doing a little bit of.
We're gonna do a pecan crusted salmon
Yeah.
over a lemon risotto. It's gonna have a tomato salsa over it, and we're gonna finish it with some baby bok choy. Yeah.
Yeah. So we thought that it would be a great idea to collaborate with the Green Valley Pecan store. They have been known to just really be proprietors of the community, and I think Chef, what were you saying earlier, that how much they are involved and
Yeah, with
give
the
back.
Animal League, they do events with the Rotary Club, so many fundraisers for different events. So yeah, they do a lot with the community, and just like us in Quail Creek, we do a lot of within the community. So we're two big companies that like to work together off and on. So this is one of them.
Yeah, it's great. They actually also, we do fundraisers here for the community with Green Valley Fire, and they always are just up for the test and being able to give us complimentary products so that we can help out and just benefit the community in any way possible. So we thought, what a better way than to collaborate with them. So we hope that you enjoy, and don't forget to let us know about different ideas that you might have or other videos that you want to see, and comment below. So we hope you enjoy. Thank you so much.
Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna start the lemon risotto. A tablespoon of olive oil, then a cup of arborio rice, and a sprig of fresh thyme. So we're gonna let this sear with some shallots. This is about half of a medium-sized shallot, and then we're just gonna let it sear for a little bit. Arborio rice is a short grain. It has quite a bit of a starch. So what we want to do is kind of seal that by searing it. And it's going to take a few minutes for that. And then what we're going to do next, we're going to add chicken stock over here, and then add it little by little, so the starches from the rice kind of start releasing it, and then that's going to make it stick it while we do that. You can use vegetable broth if you like. If you don't want to have any animal products in this, some people use butter. So in this case, I use olive oil. So I'm sorry I didn't have a vegetable broth for you, Epi.
Sure. So it's,
But you can have the baby bok choy.
thank you.
So this is what we want. It's just sear a little bit. We don't want to brown it, that's for sure. Now before you add the stock, if you don't mind alcohol, you can add some wine. You want to add more acidity, the flavor profile. When you add the wine, you can add the wine of your preference. Obviously don't add any sweet wine. But any like a Sauvignon Blanc will be good with this, and actually will pair really well with the lemon. And what's happening here is all the liquid is actually consuming really fast, so I'm gonna add more liquid. Turn it down a little bit more. There you go. So we want those starches to release slowly. So it takes a little bit to cook the risotto. You have to wash it.
So you're babysitting it for a little while?
I am babysitting it over here. You know, that's one of the things they, stress releaser. Yoga, making risotto.
That's your yoga.
Yeah, this is my yoga. What are you doing today, chef? I'm gonna go and make risotto.
I'll know that's code
We're gonna start our pecan crusted salmon. So we have pecan meal from the pecan store. We added for 1 cup of pecan meal. We added 1 cup of breadcrumbs. You can use any type of breadcrumbs that you wanna use. I like panko just for the texture that it has instead of it's more coarse than the regular breadcrumbs that you find out there. So we're gonna leave that one outside. I don't season that. It's just the pecans and the panko. Then I have 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise over here. That's only unhealthy stuff that we have over here. What can we use instead of mayonnaise? Happy?
I mean,
A little bit of salt.
I do use vegan mayonnaise sometimes.
Okay.
But as like a binder for the almond meal to be on that.
You good? Yeah. Lemon zest. A little bit of lemon juice. There you go. And then we're just gonna mix this. I added a teaspoon of horseradish.
Spicy.
Just added a little spice to it. I added some salt and pepper. So we're gonna grab our salmon. And it's just a little light. Okay. So we're just gonna sear this like that, a little bit of olive oil, and let's do the second piece so I can have 2 pieces today. I'm very hungry. And actually we're gonna do both sides on the sear part, but the crust just the top, and that's it. That will be your presentation side. While the salmon is getting seared on one side, we're gonna do this salsa, and this is very don't have any chilies, doesn't have any cilantro, and none of that. It's very simple and flavorful at the same time. So what it does have is the cherry tomatoes. I just cut them in half. Olive oil, a tablespoon of olive oil. Then a little bit of garlic, tablespoon of minced garlic, then a little bit of salt and pepper, and this is gonna get tossed away. Some green onions, and then a little bit of lemon zest, lemon juice. And we're just gonna leave it there to cook down those tomatoes. And the salmon is ready actually to be flipped. There you go, nice and sear on that side. And the same thing this one over here. So it took about 3 minutes on one side. It's gonna take about 2 on the other. You see how it's getting a little creamier just by sitting there. So I'm not gonna bother it anymore, just leave it there. What I'm gonna do is gonna add some scallions on the top, so when I come back to it, I'm just gonna mix it and then serve it without disturbing the rice too much. So what I like to do is just smash them, get all that juices out of it. Finish with the olive oil. Little bit of olive oil. Baby by choy. Salt and pepper. More? She likes more salt and pepper. Spicy! So this one you can steam them, boil water, and then chuck them in ice water, and then saute them really quick. Or you can just go straight in the saute pan. I like to do that because it gives that char to it. All right, so it's searing. She likes baby rachel when it's nice and seared. There you go. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of water. And that's all it needs. All right, so we're ready to plate up. So the risotto, again, is nice and creamy just by letting it do its thing. We're just gonna mix all the green onions. And there you go. I know, IP, I'm sorry. Then we're gonna have that one there. One over here going that way, the other one this way going that way. Then our tomato salsa on the top. And I like to garnish this with a little bit of sprouts. Sprouts gonna add some spiciness to it. All right, so this is what we're looking for. I like it this way, medium, close to medium rare. So let's try this. A little bit of risotto, a little bit of salmon, a little bit of the salsa. See, different layers of flavor. Spiciness from the sprouts, the tomato, the garlic, a little bit of lemon on the risotto, the scallions, creaminess of that all comes together, and then the pecans gives that nuttiness. Very nice layers of flavors, and that's what we normally look for on recipes. So, bon appetit.
Great job, chef. All right, we're back with the dessert portion of the pecan recipe. And we're gonna have the pecans in both the crust, the filling, and then we're just gonna drizzle some more pecans on top. So it's gonna be very nut filled for everyone to enjoy. If you don't like pecans, you can always exchange the nut for something else, but we really want to showcase and highlight how wonderful and healthy the pecan is. So we're gonna start with the crust. And again, we're using very minimal ingredients. I'm using a lot of the same ingredients in the crust as well as the filling. So pecans and dates are going to be both in the filling and in the crust. And the crust is only going to consist of pecans that have been chopped up, a little bit of dates, and some coconut flakes. And we're just going to put that in the food processor and blend that up until it's nice and sticky and firm and has like a mealy consistency to it. So we've mixed and blended all of this together, and you just want to take a little bit out and pinch it in between your fingers, and just so that it sticks together and it has still pieces of the pecans in there and the coconut flakes are nice and visible. And we're just going to take this out and we're going to put it in our parchment lined baking tin here. And just with your hands, it's really easy. We're just going to line the bottom of the pan in somewhat of a thin layer. All right, now we're going to do the filling portion, and this is going to have the pecans in it as well. We're going to do 1.5 cups, and the half we're just going to put off to the side, and we're going to use that to top it. So the filling is going to consist of the dates. We're going to add medjool dates in there, about 1.5 cups of plant-based milk or any type of milk that you prefer. I'm using soy milk right now, but oat milk or almond milk will work as well. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, a little bit of salt, just a pinch in there. And then the binder, what's going to kind of give it that like creamy consistency that the like custardy almost that pecan pie has is cornstarch. And you can use arrowroot starch, cornstarch, tapioca starch, but this is what Chef had in the kitchen. So that's what we're using. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of that. And you're just going to smooth this out in the blender and get it to, it might not be completely smooth with the dates, but just try to get it as smooth as possible. And then we'll fold in the pecans at the end. All right, so we're looking for a thick and creamy consistency once the dates have all been blended in. And then we're gonna add 1 cup of the pecans into the blender and just kind of mix it around. Gonna pour the mixture right on top of the crust. Add more pecans.
Beautiful.
On top. And we're going to put this in the oven for about 35 minutes at 350 and let it cool and eat. All right, we've taken the pecan bars out of the oven, and the reason why I wanted to use so many pecans is because of how wonderful they are for you. They are a powerhouse of nutrients and antioxidants. They have calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, and just they're a beautiful source of food for you. So, so I tried to give you as much as possible. Let's see how they actually taste. Right?
Salud. Very nutty. Sure.
They are. Maybe I'll hold back on some of the nuts.
I like them. But I like pecans. So.
Yeah, you have to like pecans. So remember to leave these in the freezer or the refrigerator overnight, just so that they get really solid, and then pull them out and leave them at room temperature for about half an hour so you don't break a tooth. But they definitely have that nutty consistency into them and really good flavor. So I hope you enjoyed our pecan recipes, and please buy our box and enjoy. Take care.
Enjoy.
Appreciate you. Thank you. A side five?
On the recipe,
A high five? A low five? I can change.
Cup of rice. Never mind. Let's start. Pull an epi today. What's going on, everybody? Today we're gonna do salmon with pecans. She's gonna do a dessert with pecans. We're collaborating with the pecan store. I don't know if it's in the back door, backyard, front yard, next door, around the area with their neighbors, you know. So yeah, you know, they have like 7,000 trees around the area. Hachu, yeah.
I never fully cook all the alcohol, you know? That way I can have some.
Huh?